If you are watching this right now, it means something has been bothering you. Maybe it is people. Maybe it is situations you cannot control. Maybe it is anger that shows up without permission. The truth is this: life will always test you. People will always disappoint you. Situations will rarely go exactly as planned. Stoicism is not about escaping these realities. It is about mastering yourself so nothing outside of you has the power to disturb your peace. Stoicism teaches a simple but life-changing truth. You do not control what happens. You only control how you respond. Most people suffer not because of events, but because of the meaning they give to those events. When someone insults you, ignores you, or betrays you, the pain does not come from their action. The pain comes from your judgment about that action. Change the judgment and the suffering disappears. The world wants you reactive. Social media wants you angry. Society wants you offended. Stoicism trains you to pause, to step back, to observe instead of react. When you react emotionally, you give power away. When you respond calmly, you take control back. This is not weakness. This is strength at the highest level. One of the most powerful ideas in Stoicism is understanding what is within your control and what is not. You do not control other people's opinions. You do not control their actions. You do not control the past or the future. What you do control is your thoughts, your choices, and your behavior. The moment you stop demanding control over what was never yours, peace becomes automatic. Anger feels powerful, but it is actually a loss of control. When anger takes over, logic disappears. Decisions become reckless. Regret follows. Stoicism teaches you to see anger as a signal, not a command. You acknowledge it without obeying it. You feel it without becoming it. This single shift changes everything. When someone disrespects you, Stoicism asks a simple question: does their behavior damage your character or only your ego? If it only touches your ego, then it is not worth your peace. Other people's behavior reflects their state of mind, not your worth. Once you truly understand this, insults lose their power. Most frustration comes from expectations. You expect people to be fair. You expect life to be easy. You expect outcomes to match your effort. Stoicism teaches you to expect nothing and prepare for everything. When you remove expectations, disappointment disappears. You become resilient, not bitter. Stoics focus on becoming unshakable, not because nothing bad happens, but because they no longer depend on external things for inner stability. Praise does not inflate them. Criticism does not destroy them. They move through life grounded, calm, and deliberate. Imagine going through your day without feeling offended, without replaying conversations in your head, without wasting energy on people who do not deserve it. That is the freedom Stoicism offers. Not emotional numbness, but emotional mastery. Another core Stoic principle is accepting reality exactly as it is, not as you wish it to be, not as it should be. Resistance creates suffering. Acceptance creates clarity. When you accept what is, you can act wisely instead of emotionally. Stoicism does not ask you to suppress feelings. It asks you to understand them, to examine them, to question whether they are useful or destructive. Emotions are information, not orders. You decide what to do with them. When life becomes difficult, Stoicism reminds you that hardship is not a punishment, it is training. Every challenge is an opportunity to strengthen your character. Comfort weakens. Difficulty sharpens. This mindset turns obstacles into advantages. The Stoic mindset changes how you see other people. Instead of labeling them as enemies, you see them as teachers. Every difficult person reveals where you still need growth. They expose emotional triggers you have not yet mastered. Instead of blaming them, you use the moment to improve yourself. Control your reactions, and you control your life. This is not theory. This is practice. It requires awareness. It requires patience. It requires discipline. But the reward is priceless. Inner peace that does not depend on circumstances. If this message is resonating with you, take a moment to subscribe to this channel. This channel is dedicated to helping you master your mind, strengthen your discipline, and build a calm, powerful life through Stoic wisdom. Subscribe now so you do not miss the next video. Stoicism also teaches the importance of perspective. What feels overwhelming today will be insignificant with time. What feels permanent is temporary. When you zoom out, most problems shrink. Perspective turns panic into patience. A Stoic does not complain. Complaining gives attention to what you cannot control. Instead, they focus on action. What can be done now? What choice leads to virtue? This focus creates progress instead of frustration. You cannot control whether people misunderstand you. You can control whether you act with integrity. You cannot control whether life treats you fairly. You can control whether you remain honorable. This is where real confidence comes from. Many people chase happiness. Stoics chase tranquility. Happiness depends on outcomes. Tranquility depends on character. One is fragile. The other is unbreakable. When you stop trying to impress others, you become free. When you stop needing approval, you gain power. Stoicism teaches self-respect over validation, internal standards over external applause. Every day is an opportunity to practice. Practice patience. Practice restraint. Practice wisdom. You will fail sometimes. That is part of the process. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. If you want more content like this, deeper lessons, and practical Stoic guidance you can apply daily, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Turn on notifications and walk this path with us. Master yourself, and the world loses its grip on you. When nothing external controls your emotions, you become unstoppable. This is the promise of Stoicism. Calm in chaos, strength in silence, power in self-control. Stay disciplined, stay grounded, stay stoic.